welcome to the new Crypt Adventures, where I don't even shave, don't even bother. No, I just forgot to shave. Got my hair up. Don't worry, I'll always be me. You always be you. Life is livable again. It's like 60 degrees out here, so it's nice. Well, let's see if we can hear any spirits here at Crypt Adventures. Thank you for joining me. If you're one of the veterans, come back to the fold. Let us start. Let us begin to begin again. Again. Glad you're here. If you're new, again, this is a real site. You might not have the hearing for it at the beginning, but you'll start to learn how to be a discerning listener. Listen critically. Okay? I'm a musician, so for me it came easy. Not a psychic. I'm not a clairvoyant because they can predict the future. But I would say I'm clairaudient. I can hear it. And I can point it out best for you. I have equipment, musical stuff, in which I can take the background and bring it to the foreground, so as you can better hear. And it is real. If I says I'm hearing something, if it's not exactly perfect, it's not exactly perfect. It's a whisper. But unlike spirit boxes, could be radio frequency, a pilot talking, or just a program that they want to sell people. So here, you'll actually hear stuff. Okay? You're not sinning because you can hear a spirit. Okay. My beautiful bride is at the house, and the RV at the moment. We're about to take off. I've been saying that for a while now, to go to Greece. Okay, we're from Florida. So today, let's listen to see if the spirit wishes to speak. Okay? Listen intently. The thing is, you cannot be boiling macaroni and hearing the bubbling and listening to see if you can hear that. You can't be at Starbucks, okay, while the cars are going by. It's just a little subtlety audio out of the way. You're not going to hear nothing, okay? And you'll think it's fake. Just a little subtlety audio out of the way, you're not going to hear nothing, okay? And you'll think it's fake, 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 okay? And you'll think it's fake. 1,000,000,000% real here, okay? Honest man. Telling you, get enough people to have proved it with me. And if you're one of the veterans, which we lovingly call the Crypt Crew, I welcome you back to the fold. Welcome. If any spirit here wishes to speak, speak now. Now I am all alone. Okay? I do know the difference between crosstalk. The musician, I even know the difference between a pilot talking and radio frequencies. Spirit, put your name here. Say your name. Say your name. Say your name. Say your name. How old were you when you died? How old were you when you died? How old were you when you died? The questions I ask are pretty straightforward, but are the questions that should be asked. Is the spirit world better than physical life? See that noise? They're vacuuming in the background. That'll make it very hard for me to hear. What did you die of? What did you die of? Does anybody here want to speak to one of their family members? The Crypt crew that are watching right here, right now. Say something only they would know. See, with the site, it stopped because I couldn't regulate it. They didn't want me to be able to get paid. I always had to ask you, the viewer, to help us. Definitely thumbs up, click, subscribe. And just below the video, just there's a thing that says share. Would you share? Share it with a friend. They're your friends. They're your friends. Share it with a friend. I don't want them to know that I believe in that stuff. Why? You're not sinning. You're not doing a seance. Neither am I. Not playing with Ouija boards. The site went away because of all of that, the trigger words. Can't even say any of them. You know? How did you can't say any of it. You say it, it stops the site. It stops growing. So it stopped at 4:59. Yet my other site, because I'm talking about music, is 1,200,000 viewers. 6,000 subscribers. Now here I'm actually hearing spirits. Any spirit who wishes to speak to one of the viewers here at Crypt Adventures. Say your name, say it loud, say it proud. Now this here graveyard, there's a lot of traffic, but it is haunted. And when you say haunted, I don't mean it in a negative way. You live, you pass on, and that energy continues. Listed below what question you would like to ask in the next Crypt Adventure video? Tell us in the comments below. Ask. Or tell us a story that's happened to you in the comments below. Set it down there. Let us read it, because this audience is interested in that. Again, if you want to listen to music or talk about that, go to the Guitar Temple. The Guitar Temple here on YouTube. Have another one called Headstone Chronicles. There's another one that got stopped dead in its tracks because somebody was, and they were below the age of a certain name, a certain number, and oh my God, stop the site. So it doesn't grow anymore. Yeah. I thought it was just paranoia, but a lot of people have been affected by that stuff. Thank God that's going to change. Well, I just said that word, positive word. Holy cow. Now this video will stop. Anyway, as I'm walking, sometimes I do not hear it in real time, but sometimes I do. I'll turn around thinking somebody's speaking, or maybe Maria's behind me or something, you know, talking, and she's halfway across the graveyard. So, but in general, it's so low that I don't hear it at first review. I have to go back, put it in my mixing system, pull the background to the foreground, listen close, and it's not somebody down there, because it answers my questions. Like I said before, a young female once said, very young, I says, what did you of? What did you of? And it said, I think of the measles. Passed away, let's say, so that we don't get hindered on the site. I like to just be me and speak my mind. But when you get an algorithm that's out to stop you on every turn, any spirit can speak. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. What did you die of? What's the name on your tombstone? See, I've proven this many times. So what's the name on your tombstone? I'm looking right at the tombstone, and it says the name from that tombstone. Yeah, I'm telling you. No scamming here. If I didn't hear it, I'd say, oh, that's a waste of time. No. And you might not be able to hear it because you're not a trained musician, but if I have an orchestra and I say, okay, that violin on the right, that's an A minor 7 flat 5. I need to take and sharp that. You know, if I can pick it out after training for so many years, I can pick out certain things that don't belong. It says, sometimes it just goes, and you say, what's that? You listen to it, it says, help, you know. Beautiful day for conversation. Glad you're here. Glad you're here as always. I'm still in Florida at the moment. Got delayed by about a year. I noticed that some of the spirits seem to not know they're dead. Like, they'll say, I'm in the hospital. Well, they were when they passed, you know? Yeah. Is heaven absolutely real? Well, I hope they don't stop my site from going forward. because I said that word. Control of speech. Pretty dumb. But anyway, anybody wish to speak to one of the viewers viewing Crypt Adventures, sitting on the couch or chair right now? Say your name. Say your nickname. What's your cat's name? Did your baby, your pup, your kitten, your bird, your horse, did they go to heaven? Did they go on? If you believe, you will receive. They definitely go on. No doubt in my mind. I've actually heard my pup. You know how you know your own dog's barking. It wasn't somebody's dog out there in the woods. No. It was my baby. I could hear it, the tone, you know. And there was no dogs around, and way out in the middle of the woods. For the newbies, that's how this site got started. I used to watch a series on television, and it says for 20 years nobody called them out on it. 20 years nobody could disprove them. So I said, let's put this to the test. And I went to a graveyard that happened to be way out in the woods in Mississippi. 7 miles this way, 6 miles that way. You know, there was nobody. It was way out in the woods. And the ocean was down that way, about 7 miles or whatever. So it's kind of spooky. My bride and I went over. He says, is there anybody here? And a voice came out clear as a bell. It's in the first video. How may we help thee? How may we help thee? Now in those days they probably talked like that. How may we help thee? And amazing. It's kind of spooky, but it was great. I said, whoa, something to that. Any spirit wishes to speak, say your name on your tombstone now. I've heard a few of you. I heard from you, James, Doctor. I heard from, I believe her name is Nancy over here, if I'm correct. Nikki. I heard from you. Yeah, I could hear you. So go ahead and speak and put it on this machine. The people want to know, did you see a light when you crossed over? Did you know you were dead when you died? Good question. Some people think, well, what the heck kind of a dream is this? They don't know they're dead. There is an afterlife. I think this channel here has proven that. Do I hear it every time? No, sometimes not at all. I don't know why. I guess I've got to relax more. But I go through the graveyard, right there, trigger word. I go through the yard like it was a park. A relaxed way of doing it. Negativity brings negativity. Positivity brings positivity. A positive belief brings positive things. A negative belief brings it. So watch out how you think in your head, I'm telling you. Did you see Jesus? And after doing this for a while, I've noticed that it's almost like they run out of breath. So they don't necessarily answer your questions every single time. They'll say something like Billy Bob or whatever, so that you'll know who they are. Because it seems like they run out of breath. I think I died of the measles. And it goes away, and then for 3 days you won't hear from it. Like that. I don't have to build up their energy, or it uses up energy, or that's why they use battery power, perhaps. Posing ideas. Don't know the answers. I know better than most on this subject, but no absolutes. There's a lake down there. There's a lake over there. You can never see it in the summer. This is always covered. So for me, it's one of the first times seeing it. I knew it was there. Any spirit wishes to speak. Now, over here is one. I mean, I could hear it. And it doesn't sound like me, right? Crystal clear. It sounds more like this, like it's talking like this. Can you hear me? Honest to gosh. Let's go down here. Because I went here one time and I heard one of the loudest voices going. Go back and see some of my greatest hits. Just go ahead. Peruse the site, if you will. Okay? By the way, when we go to Greece, you will be coming with me. How? Excuse me. I'm going to do like a travel channel. They won't bleep, they won't take out the channel end. They won't take out the channel end. Take out the channel end because they want to advertise their cities. But I'll take you to Greece and I'll show you around. Any spirit here who wishes to speak, speak now. I heard your voice. Definitely. Speak now. Do you need help? Can you hear me? Oh, there's a new grave. I never saw this grave. Who's buried here? What's your name? That looks very pretty. Very nice. Are you able to visit your family members? And there's the Miller family. Ann and Jimmy. Did you meet up with each other when you crossed over? What's the name on this tombstone? All right. All right, see, now I just heard something. Did you hear it? No, that was in real time. Might be nothing. I heard something. You can't make it up because it's not loud like my voice. This is some type of racetrack around here. And that's going to cut the video short because I won't be able to hear nothing. What state did you die in? What state are you from? I guess if motocross is your thing, this is the place to be. We ask the right questions. If you die as a baby, do you grow up in the afterlife? And one thing I can say is that when you do it more, you get more voices. When you do it once in a while, it's a once in a while thing. Did your family members come to visit? I saw them here a little while ago. Yeah, airplanes, planes, trains, and automobiles, and motorcycles. Whenever I do a session, you always hear it. In the summer, it's kind of too hot for my bride, so she tends not to do it. But she's putting her jacket on now, and she's ready to do with me. But she's waiting for the videos of the travel show. Yeah, we'll be traveling and stuff like that. Remember, we are only financed by viewers like you, right? We got to get past 500 before we can even get paid. So in order to keep the channel going, that's what it takes. So we have to ask and say, if you feel led to do so, we do have in the description area below, we have a tip jar. So you send us $5, oh my gosh, you know, or whatever you wish to do. We do, you can support us too, by the way, by way of merchandise. Okay? Crypt Adventures hat helps support the team. But I appreciate you being here. I'm going to take off now. And I hope to see you again here at Crypt Adventures. Allow me play you out.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be alone.